LTA는 SK텔레콤.
And to start the first game of the 2000 SK Telecom Pro League, we have up in the right corner MVP Dream, the Terran player in the red.
Such a young and accomplished player, and he's playing against somebody who is so strong, especially right now in Heart of the Swarm. It's Rain from SK Telecom T1, highly favored to take this match, but Dream could pull an upset. Really, anything could happen in our first game.
Yeah, what I want to see right out of the gate is what kind of builds these guys do. Are they just going to play safe? Is Dream actually going to play a straight-up game against Rain? Is he going to do this and just try to actually beat him right out? Or is he going to try to pull some tease? Is he just... I feel like this guy just has to have a lot of confidence in himself and actually play the game, and he actually has a chance.
Yeah. Here's what you could say about Rain. When he has two tools in his arsenal that he's very good at, and those are Colossi and High Templar. And when he gets to the late game, his Storms are some of the best. His Colossi transition timings are really strong as well. He knows exactly when to switch to Colossi, right to catch you off guard when you don't have enough Vikings. If he gets to late game where he can switch between the two, you're in trouble. So what Dream really needs to do is utilize that mid-game pressure, that really strong timing he has with his medevacs, and try to get ahead that way. If he just lets Rain be, then Rain is going to be in such good position for the late game.
Yeah, I mean, you were mentioning before how he's so good at that multi-pronged harass with the medevacs, and that's exactly what he has to do. He has to put on the pressure in the mid-game. He has to harass Rain down. He can't just let him build up into that tech. He can't let him get 3 bases down and get into that really comfortable zone that Rain likes to be in. Rain has just played too many games, frankly. He just has too much experience against that late-game Terran. He's going to be able to beat it if you just give him a chance. But Dream really has to play to his strengths, like you were saying before, that mid-game pressure.
What Rain will do is if you take an army supply, if you compare two players' army supplies, and you look at Rain's and he's down 40, it just doesn't matter because he has Storms. Like, he makes army out of nothing. He destroys armies with Storms. He's a player who will be half the supply of a Terran opponent and make a beautiful last stand before he goes down, just because he knows exactly how to hit the force hits right, just how to storm perfectly. And he is going to be up against an eBay block here from Dream, who's also kind of putting on the pressure with a Reaper.
Yeah, I like this, actually. You know, you had to put on the pressure. Another shot here of Boxer. The crowd goes wild. He's just trying to watch the game. He's like, well, guys, come on. Like, I'm just down here to watch the games. Like,
he's like, I want to see what happens to the eBay. Come on. So, yeah, he's, of course, just enjoying the show, of course, here with Jessica. Just sitting up on the high grounds there on the balcony.
Enjoying the coffee, rest in the bag. Dream looks pretty confident, pretty calm.
Yeah.
Rain as well. Looking pretty determined, actually.
Yeah, he really does. I want to mention, you guys can't see it on screen right now, the eBay, now you can see the eBay is nearly completed, so he gets it all the way to 810 health. Reaper comes in the main base as well, spots the pylons, and he wants to come back in here and see the Twilight Council.
And it looks like he might be able to do. No, he does not, dude. He's pushed out by the Stalker.
So frustrating for him, he's not able to see it. But at this point, the delay on the Nexus is still great for him. And I think we are going to see Blink Stalkers on this map. It's a really good map for Blink. And only time will tell if we do, in fact, see that. The Twilight Council is finished, and Blink is started immediately.
Blink is starting immediately, like you just said. But Dream, on the other hand, playing pretty safe. He does have that expansion going down. He has to get bunkers down. He has to prepare against this Blink. He still has not seen the Twilight Council at all. He has, though, seen 3 gateways.
Yeah, he saw the 3 gateways. And keep in mind that with what he's seen and the positioning of all those buildings, he knows there's only one place where he needs to scan if he wants to reveal the tech. So he may actually decide to save one scan and drop it back behind the mineral line to see if it's a Dark Shrine or if it's just going to be Blink. He continues to come in here with the Reaper, confirms there's at least a Nexus going down.
And that's good information for him. He has to know the Nexus is going down. He does still not know about the Twilight, though. He has to assume there's some tech coming out, though. He has to know the timings of this. He's trying to get in here with the Reaper. He's going to get up on the high ground.
Oh, he may actually get in here and see it this time. Great SimCity here by Rain, but there's no way to stop him, even with probes. And he does see the Chrono Boost on that Twilight Council.
And he knows this is Blink 100% now. Even with the expansion going down, he is going to know there is going to be some Blink pressure coming out. He is going to prepare definitely for that starting stim.
Yeah, Stim is going down very quickly here. He knows he needs it. He needs to get as many Marauders out as possible, and he needs to make sure that he doesn't lose any of his economy. He can't let this Mothership Core get him down. He has to make sure that he even starts double Marauders right now because he knows that's the unit you want against Blink Stalkers. He's going to want to, of course, add some more bunkers as well. But this is a really, really fast timing, hitting really hard because of that eBay block.
Yeah, the block going down is going to delay it, of course. And it's going to come really fast, but he is getting those double Marauders, as you were saying before, just as well as Concussive Cell. I just don't think it's going to finish inside. Blink is about to finish. He's not going to have Stim or Concussive Cell by that time.
Yeah, and the question is, how much does he commit to this? Because Warp Gate Research is still a ways away, so he has to kind of walk across the map slowly. The second bunker on the high ground is complete. And Blink is done too soon. Blink is done really fast, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't have Warp Gate Research. He doesn't have the Stalker count he needs to actually go through with this.
Yeah, he is warping in 3 Stalkers right now in those gateways right now because his Warp Gate is not quite finished yet. The scan goes down, sees that the Warp Gate isn't finished quite yet as well.
I'd really like to look back and see when he started his Warp Gate. He may have started it a bit too late because his timing feels way too slow. He's still going to be able to poke in here a little bit. I think that's why Dream scanned. He was like, well, what's going on? You haven't attacked me yet.
Yeah, something feels off, something feels slow. And all these Stalkers are going to do here is harass. He's going to be able to blink some of them away, maybe picking off one, not even able to pick off anything, getting that Marauder really low.
Yeah, and this is actually so good for Dream and so good for MVP to get this momentum early on. No damage has been done. He delayed a supply depot and killed one SCV for so much commitment and tech for a late Nexus. And things have gone horribly wrong here so far for Rain. He's so behind. He needs to really make something happen with this next blink up. How much damage can he do? Can Dream react in time? He has Stim already.
And he's going to be ready. Rain coming in here with the Blink Stalkers. The Time Warp goes down as well, doing some damage, getting a bunch of SCVs, but probably just going to blink out here again.
Yep, he's trying to pick off as many of these units as he can. There's a second group of Stalkers on low ground. The Time Warp is beautiful. He starts the fight. No Stim here. He's not using it. He knows he doesn't have enough yet. He needs a little bit more time. And the Stalkers do trade okay here, but there's so much production for Dream right now. Good blink micro. He brings the rest of the Stalkers up. Does he have enough? This is so close.
He's actually so close now. He's pulling the SCVs. He does Stim on some of those Marines. He's going to probably blink out of here. No, is he going to fight this? Actually, he's going to blink down onto the low ground. He's actually winning this fight, and he's warping in a bunch more Stalkers as well. 12 SCVs going down.
Yeah, way too many units lost here for Dream. He doesn't have enough to hold the next wave. There's way too many Stalkers. He's reinforced too much. He doesn't have the production yet. His medevacs are not out just yet. He's starting to make them, but he's losing way too much here. There's no army left for Dream. A really bad start for Rain. A very delayed push, but still has Dream underestimated this. Maybe he should have made another bunker in the main. This is just too much damage here, Brendan.
Yeah, he's blinking up even more Stalkers. He continues to warp them in, starting to forge even. So many SCVs have been pulled. They just keep going down, pulling even from the natural. There's no army even left for Dream.
Yeah, he's getting surrounded here a little bit, but he can just blink the Stalkers one by one down to the low ground to escape the SCVs. And even if he has to walk away here, the supply still stands at 73 to 28. Way, way too much of a deficit for Dream to clear. Another blink up into the main.
And this is going to be it for Dream. I have to feel for him, man. He just, even with the late warp gate, just not able to hold off any aggression from Rain here.
Dream had to fight under those Time Wars, which were beautifully placed. He didn't have the medevacs out. He just needed a little bit more time. And honestly, the blink micro from Rain was phenomenal. That's what really won him this game. Well, more than the timing. 5 gateways going up right now. He really just wants to seal the deal.
And he's going to do just that, doing even more perfect micro, blinking up the healthy ones, blinking down the weak ones, losing a bunch of Stalkers there, but it's not going to matter. Too many SCVs have just gone down. He is putting so many mules down, but the observer showing right there 51 to now 9 SCVs out of Dream.
This is as dead as you could be in a StarCraft2 game. Dream, he knew he had the good eBay block at the start. He was prepared for the attack. He knew just what was coming. It's hard to say if building another bunker at the corner was something he really could have consciously committed to. It would have helped him a little bit, but I think it's just really about those Time Warps from Rain. That's what won him the engagement. Dream couldn't stim underneath those Time Warps because if he did, he would have lost too many hit points, and then Rain could have just blinked out and then come back again.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about how perfect the storms are out of Rain, how perfect Colossi micro is, just how good the micro out of Rain itself is, and just showing awesome Time Warps, awesome blink micro as well, just really able to tear apart the army of Dream. Even with the stim, like you said, he couldn't stim under the Time Warps, it would have lost too much health. And now Rain probably going to go for the final push here. Even getting charged on his Zealots, just with so many gateways, Dream isn't going to be able to hold this off in the end.
No way. I mean, with the Forge getting +1 armor nearly done, he's going to have an Archon or 2 with this push, at least 1. If he chooses to make it, he could even try to go for feedbacks. Whatever he wants at this point. He researches Storm, his trademark. It's on the way, and he wants to make it rain.
Oh boy, does he want to make it rain. I mean, if a player isn't leaving against him when it's, you know, it's obviously over, he's like, okay, I'm gonna take you down here.
I mean, this is the power and the cost efficiency of Terran. He has closed the gap in supply with those mules. He does have some medevacs out. But frankly, without combat shields, those Zealots are going to cut him down too quick with charge. The +1 armor does finish. And with Storm, nothing matters after that. Not against Rain.
Yeah, I mean, even especially against Rain, like, you're not going to... It's just going to be so hard. He's going to come in here for the final push. Stalker's being blinked back. The feedback's even going down on the medevacs. They're not able to heal.
Really good blink micro forward here as well. Just chasing down the last of that army. The Zealots charged through, and this is going to be SKT taking the first game here against Dream. Another blink forward. GG! Crowd is going crazy. Rain is hype. He knew he was down in the early game. His timing was a little bit off, but his micro and his time warps got him back into this. And congratulations to him. A really nice first win.
Almost perfectly played, you could say there. I mean, it looked like the warplay research was a little bit late, but besides that, just the micro out of this guy was just incredible to watch. So much fun. Taking the first win for his team, SK Telecom 2-1. The favorites here, that's going to be a huge loss for MVP, losing that first game, especially with a player like Dream, who they did put out first, with the hopes he would take that first game. But unfortunately, going down 0-1 now is MVP.
There's a fan holding a huge Rain banner as well. I think that's actually from when he was the OSL finalist for StarCraft2, which he did win against DRG, taking that pretty convincingly. So you can see there's been Rain fans in StarCraft2 for such a long time. He's a player who, no matter what situation you put him in, he's going to make the best of it, and that's what we saw already in Game 1. Wouldn't be surprised if we get to it that he's also the ace player.
Yeah, I mean, even if he loses.
Yeah, and the thing is, for Dream, you can't be unhappy with that. Protoss is a race that has so many tools they can use with timings. It's the race that has the most timings available. There's so many different strategies to prepare for. He's scouted, but you know what could he have done? I think the only thing was added initial bunker and maybe try to dodge those time warps a little bit better, but with the micro from Rain.